afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. It's
Friday.
You made it through the week.
Yes, we made it through the week.
It's been a busy week.
Yeah, it has been.
And another busy day today, so let's get right to it. Topping our news today, it's the traffic. If you don't need to be near Brooklyn today, don't do it. How a big concert is causing issues in this rural area.
The Badgers face off against the Boilermakers of Purdue in less than 2 hours. Sports director Zach Hanley will join us live from Indiana with the latest.
And as a group of state Republican lawmakers try to impeach the top elections official, Will Keneally breaks down what an impeachment could mean. Let's take a look outside. The last hours of summer.
That's right, and it was nice and warm today, a little on the cloudy side. Oh, that's a beautiful drone shot.
A little humid,
but the campus and the lakefront.
Yeah, great. What a beautiful city we live in.
We're very blessed. Yes, we are.
Spotty weekend rain. Greg's in the backyard. Spotty, I think, is the key word.
Yeah, it's going to be a hit and miss, kind of more periods of rain than spottiness, too, as we go through the weekend, especially going into tonight. It's one thing. Right now, we do have one of these lines coming up with a light rain to moderate. No thunderstorms right now. You can see as we zoom in overall, that is in Lafayette and down to Platteville. They had it come through with about a 2 to 300s. Some of the heavier stuff in Lafayette's picked up almost 210s. That is beginning to push up towards Dane County. It should weaken, but it should be here probably between 5 and 6 once again. We're going to keep an eye on that. So areas down there, we'll have to contend with that. For Madison, we do have a little bit of spotty showers ahead of this, including one that was just northeast of Mount Horeb. You'll see that a little bit here for the next hour. A lot of areas will remain dry, but you might still encounter a light shower here until that little line gets up here. It's all part of a complex that's pushing up from Iowa. That's the one that you see approaching right now through Madison and just south of La Crosse. That'll impact us probably for the next several hours through this evening. And then the next one further to the west of it, that's the one that'll be overnight, which will provide a much better chance for measurable rain, especially as we go to western areas closer to the Mississippi River. Overall, this evening, we'll see light rain chances. Once again, it's going to be probably between about 6 and 8. We might see a temporary break and more later, but overall, a spotty shower here and there, something to contend with for the high school football games we go through when we lower the 60s and back into the upper 60s. For the Platteville game of the week, we're looking at rain showers. They've already had a little bit. They'll have a little bit now, but then I think a steady rain will come really late after the game. That'll be one that we'll have to keep an eye on. So later on the broadcast, we'll kind of break down the better timing of those showers or overnight, the rain chances that come into Saturday and into Sunday morning, as well as what looks like to be a quiet next week as we go for the first day of autumn tomorrow.
All right, Craig, we'll check back with you. Thank you. A big name in country music is performing in Dane County this evening.
Luke Bryan's concert is expected to create some major traffic headaches in areas not used to it, and the sheriff's office is telling people avoid the area if you aren't going.
Our Catherine Merck joins us live in Brooklyn to show us the crowd that's already gathered. Catherine?
Susan, lots of fans already gathering here in downtown Brooklyn. Take a look behind me here at one of these bars. Lots of buses are starting to pile in with people, and they're blasting Luke Bryan music. Very excited. 20,000 people are expected to come to this concert in the tiny town of just over 1,500. Now, I want you to take a look at some of this drone video that our team shot earlier today. This is the area where the concert's going to be at Klondike Farms. The Dane County Sheriff's Office spokesperson told me to expect lots of people in this small area tonight. It's going to impact drivers near the villages of Brooklyn and Oregon well into the evening.
It's just a matter of managing a large number of vehicles coming into a pretty confined area. So again, people are just going to need to be patient and take their time, and we'll get people in and out as quickly as we can.
The sheriff's office told me they're going to have 25 extra deputies helping out in the area where the concert's going to be, and then also in the surrounding parts of downtown. We also know that the Greene County Sheriff's Office is going to be here as well. In our conversation, the Sheriff's Office told me to make sure if you're going to this concert, make sure you have a safe driver, a sober driver, to be able to help out throughout the night, and to have enough gas in your car, as getting out of this concert is also going to be a big traffic delay here. Reporting live in Brooklyn, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. Around 100 UAW workers have walked off the job at the Milwaukee Stellantis plant today. They are demanding greater equality in their contracts and greater pay. In western Wisconsin and Hudson, another 81 UAW workers have walked off the job at the GM distribution center there. We also learned earlier this week that the Milwaukee Stellantis plant may be closing entirely.
remember the purpose you're striking for is equality in your contracts and for better wages and for the future and for this plant. Yeah, I'm speaking directly for Milwaukee.
A top Stellantis official told CNBC there is a proposal to close multiple parts distribution centers, including the Milwaukee plant. It's unclear if the jobs would transfer to another facility. Tanner Mordecai and the Badger football team kicks off the Big Ten play in just under 2 hours in West Lafayette, Indiana.
Our sports director, Zach Hanley, is there tonight on the field and joins us. Hi, Zach. How's the team feeling tonight?
Well, before we get to the team, I need to tell you about my experience just to get here. So obviously the 4.5-hour drive, no problem. Go to the parking garage to the stadium, no problem. Got here actually too early, had to wait 25 minutes to get in. Then I find out that I maybe applied for the wrong credentials, so they're like, you can't go on the field. Had to do some sweet talking. No worries, we're on the field. The Badgers are just getting set up over there. I don't think you can see it. But as far as the game goes, yes, Tanner Mordecai, I think if the Badgers are going to be successful tonight, maybe he uses his legs more. Purdue's last game, they allowed a quarterback to rush for 195 yards and 4 touchdowns. We saw last week what Mordecai can do with his legs, but also we have Ches Malusi, Braille, and Allen. Feed those guys the ball. But, you know, Wisconsin just can't lose tonight. You don't want to be the first Wisconsin team to lose at Purdue since 1997. They've won 16 straight, hoping to make it 17 tonight. Andrew will have highlights. We'll have post-game and reaction tonight and tomorrow. But for now, live at Ross-Ade Stadium, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
Just remember, Zach, the worst situations make the best stories later. Glad you made it. We'll see you later. Each week, Zach features a UW athlete in our Wisconsin Huddle program. This week's edition is airing at a special time tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. And this week's guest is former Badger tight end Travis Beckham. He also played in the NFL for the New York Giants when that team won the Super Bowl. Travis Beckham says Badgers can do well in the NFL, pointing out that former UW running back James White was part of 3 winning Super Bowl teams in his professional career.
I mean, obviously, we're producing guys that come out and make plays. And Jake Ferguson, for example, I mean, he's been doing great things for Dallas. And it just shows you that these guys, we might not be produce first rounders every single year, but we're going to produce guys that get in the NFL and make plays and hold it down for UW.
You can catch the Wisconsin Huddle tomorrow morning at 11:30 right here on News 3. If you want to be a part of the fun and watch a live taping of the show, stop by Buckin' Honey's in Sun Prairie at 6:30. That's on Monday nights. Monday nights, and then you can be part of the audience.
Well, this week, a group of Republican lawmakers circulated a resolution to impeach the state's top elections official.
That is despite both sides of the aisle supporting her on the bipartisan commission that oversees her agency. Political reporter Will Keneally sat down with one of those commissioners and is here now with more. Will?
Well, a lot of those complaints in those articles of impeachment stem from continued concerns of how the 2020 election was run. And so Republican lawmakers are targeting the person who was in charge of that election for Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Elections Commission Administrator, Megan Wolf. Now, she's a nonpartisan state employee, and one of the commissioners that I spoke to says that many of the decisions were, frankly, not up to her.
It is just a mishmash of conspiracy theories and ascribing to Megan Wolf the actions of the commission. The commission makes the decisions and Administrator Wolf effectuates them.
Now, the commission, made up of both Republicans and Democrats, voted over the summer to keep Wolf in her position. Now, those articles of impeachment are circulating behind the scenes right now, and we could see them introduced sometime next week.
So, Will, what would an impeachment trial look like?
So it actually would kind of look like what we've seen recently with former President Donald Trump. The lower house just needs a simple majority to impeach, in this case, 50-50. And then the higher house, in this case the state Senate, needs a 2/3 majority. Now, actually, both chambers, Republicans, have those margins anyway, so they can do that without any Democratic support.
Is there anything that Wolf can do to stop this from happening?
That's a great question. Not really on the impeachment front. Essentially, the roadblock right now that would prevent this from going any further would be the Assembly Speaker Robin Vos, a very powerful Republican figure in Wisconsin politics. I do want to mention one other name, though, a state representative, Janelle Branchin. So she's one of the Republicans that's been circulating this resolution for these articles of impeachment. She was really big in some of these kind of continued investigations into the 2020 election 2 years ago. She kind of fell out of graces with the Assembly Speaker in some of those more recent years. So because this is her resolution, we could theoretically see Vos say, you know what, we're just not going to go down that road. But we will see, certainly, and we'll have more from our interview this Sunday on For the Record.
We'll see you then. Looking forward to it, Will. Thank you.
Thanks, Will.
The Madison-based health insurance company WPS Health made a big donation today to help Stand Down Madison. Now, Stand Down arranges events where staff and volunteers provide food, clothing, and health screenings to homeless and at-risk veterans. In addition, veterans also receive referrals for health care, housing solutions, employment, substance use treatment, and mental health counseling. Angie Nichols is the president of Stand Down Madison. She said WPS's $5,000 donation will go a long way.
So, well, the $5,000 generally covers our operating budget for food and our volunteer T-shirts. And so we rely on donations from community partners and volunteers to buy the items from our wish list on Amazon. And the $5,000 goes really far.
If you'd like to help, the next Stand Down event is on October 21st at the Dane County Salvation Army. New Jersey Democratic Senator Bob Menendez and his wife are facing federal charges for allegedly accepting bribes.
Menendez issued a statement denying any wrongdoing. Willie James Inman has the latest from Washington.
Federal authorities announced bribery charges against New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez and his wife, alleging the Democrat used his influence to benefit the government of Egypt as well as 3 Egyptian businessmen.
The indictment alleges that Hannah, Uribe, and Davies provided bribes in the form of cash, gold, home mortgage payments, a low-show or a no-show job for Nadine Menendez.
According to the indictment, the couple allegedly accepted hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of bribes from the 3 men. FBI agents raided the Menendez home in June of 2022, uncovering over $480,000 in cash, stuffed in envelopes and closets.
There are things that Senator Menendez says he can do for his constituents and things that he says he cannot do for his constituents. But we allege that behind the scenes, Senator Menendez was doing those things for certain people.
Officials also found a Mercedes-Benz one of the men provided to the couple. The charges stem from a years-long public corruption investigation into Senator Menendez, who's the current chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee.
Really, the allegation here is that he abused the public trust, that he used this official position and he used it to increase his own bank account and his wife's bank account.
In a statement, Senator Menendez says prosecutors are misrepresenting the normal work of a congressional office, calling the claims against him false. He says he's confident the matter will be successfully resolved once all the facts are presented. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
Menendez was tried on corruption charges in 2017 and temporarily stepped down as the top Democrat on the Foreign Relations Committee. That trial ended in a hung jury.
According to the rules of the Senate, Menendez will once again have to step down as committee chairman. Timber Hill Winery is excited to announce the grand opening of its brand new location this weekend. You'll now find it nestled atop a picturesque tree-lined hill with vines cascading down its slopes in Milton. We got a sneak peek at the new space in Rock County ahead of the weekend celebration. From what started as a weekend hobby, making wine for family and friends, Amanda Steffel has grown into a passion for winemaking into a business.
When I first started the winery, this is always what I had envisioned. Our old location worked well. It was a beautiful space. We grew in it, but this is the ultimate dream, this building right here.
Congratulations, yeah. A beautiful space. You can help them celebrate their grand opening Saturday and Sunday at their new location on John Paul Road in Milton. And then coming up in October, Timber Hill is celebrating its 7th anniversary. You can find a link with more information on channel3000.com. Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful place. Well, we often hear the call from the Red Cross to give blood.
Coming up, we'll meet a California man who heard the call and he responded for over 30 years. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Known as a passionate artist, known for loving the outdoors, known for getting everyone together. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer, FDA approved for 16 types of cancer, including certain early-stage cancers. One of those cancers is triple-negative breast cancer. Keytruda may be used with chemotherapy medicines as treatment before surgery, and then continued alone after surgery when you have early-stage breast cancer and are at high risk of it coming back.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true, Keytruda from Merck. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
We're cranking up the voltage, Wisconsin. Lottery retailers all around the state are lighting up with the latest limited time offer. During September, there is a 1 in 3 chance the lightning ball strikes a set of 2 plays on Megabucks. When it does, players get an extra number, which means better odds of winning a prize. Jackpot not included. This electric offer is only available for a limited time and only at Wisconsin lottery retailers.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
We often get asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices after an accident?
The answer is very simple, yes. We don't get paid until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to hire Gruber Law Offices. The call, the consultation, all free. You pay nothing until we win your case. It's just that simple. Call us today, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. Congress is considering President Biden's request to add more than $20 billion in aid to Ukraine on top of the $113 billion the U.S. has already committed.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met with the president, defense officials, and members of Congress yesterday to make the case for more help. 60 Minutes has been tracking the weapons and financial support the U.S. has contributed since Russia's military invaded Ukraine 19 months ago. For this week's 60 Minutes on Sunday, Holly Williams went to Ukraine to see how those tax dollars are being spent.
U.S. officials told us that there is not a single substantiated case of an American weapon going to Ukraine being diverted. But Ukraine is plagued by corruption. Over the last few months, though, we're seeing what looks like a really widespread crackdown on corruption.
You can see more of Holly's report on Ukraine's use of U.S. aid this Sunday right after football on 60 Minutes.
Stocks were up for most of the day, but closed down for another losing week. The Dow Industrials fell 106 points, ending the week at 33,963. The NASDAQ gave up 12. The S&P 500 was off almost 10. Well, it is Baby Safety Month, and new data from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission shows that young children are still dying from unsafe sleep environments or misuse of nursery products. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says there are more than 160 nursery product-related deaths every year. Many deaths happen because of unsafe sleep environments, including having a sleep space cluttered with things like pillows, blankets, and comforters.
We like to say bare is best. So putting them without pillows, without blankets, without plush toys.
Between 2018 and 2020, there was also an annual average of 15 deaths associated with inclined infant sleepers. To keep your child safe, use products intended for sleep that meet federal requirements like a crib, bassinet, or other firm, flat surface. And if they fall asleep elsewhere, move them to a safe space. Put nothing but a fitted sheet where the child sleeps, place the baby on their backs, and check saferproducts.gov for recalls. The American Red Cross recently declared a national blood shortage, citing a nearly 25% drop in the blood supply since last month.
Blood banks around the country are hoping that more people get the message and get out and donate.
Sean Sintis introduces us to a California man who keeps coming back to save lives.
On a recent visit to the Vitalant Donation Center, Dennis Walter marked giving blood 300 times.
It saves lives. I mean, people that need blood need it now. So, and it's easy for me to do, so I do it.
He's been giving blood for 30 years. At one point, he was donating every 2 weeks. He can no longer give platelets, but still comes in once a month to give plasma.
Well, I've asked that question several times, and they say as long as I'm healthy, I can keep coming.
He says it's nothing to be afraid of and enjoys the experience spending an hour catching up on his favorite shows while in this chair.
I know it's helping somebody, and I know that whenever they need it, they can't go out and solicit it. It's got to be there. It's got to be on the shelf.
In fact, Vitalant has a goal of storing up to 4 days of blood on its shelves, but it's already seen that supply go well below that level this summer.
The need is constant. As fast as people are donating, it's going out to hospitals. There's always somebody in need of blood.
So many donations over so many years has truly added up for the blood bank.
I've been very blessed in life, and I need to give back. This is one way to do it.
Dennis has likely helped to save thousands of lives and had an impact on many more family and friends grateful to see their loved ones survive. Sean Chitness, CBS News, Fairfield, California.
You don't realize how important that is until you need it. When I was with my mom received a lot of blood transfusions during the course of her treatment.
And what if it wasn't there?
And you take it so for granted.
Yeah,
it's very important.
Good for him. Not all heroes wear capes, as they say. Well, still to come at 4, it's a real-life Cinderella story.
Both on the stage and off, our Brady Mallory has this real-life fairy tale coming up after Greg's weekend forecast.
Don't miss the spectacular September mattress savings at Ashley. Queen mattresses up to 75% off. Get a Serta Perfect Sleeper, 2 pillows, and 4-piece sheet set for only $14 a month. Plus, fast free delivery on in-stock items. Only at Ashley.
Fry Construction invites you to usher in the fall season with our exclusive fall sale. We're talking about savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 4 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our fall savings. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Daddy teaches you can be anything in this world that you want to be, right? Don't Daddy teach you that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're black or white or any color.
See, this is how children think right here. Critical race theory wants to end that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the Afro-American people.
Not with my children. It's not gonna happen.
You can make friends.
Yeah, you can make friends, no matter what color they are. So we need to stop CRT. Period. Point blank. Children do not see skin color, man. They love everybody. If they're good people, they love them.
The truth wins if we're all brave enough to tell it.
The new T-Box event and dining room with private bar is there waiting for you at Vitense Golfland. 2 large HD TVs are available for viewing, meetings, and casual gatherings. Private bar is available for any type of event. No meeting can compare with adding activities at Vitense Golfland. Enjoy indoor-outdoor miniature golf suites, and golf and multi-sport simulators. Add chocolate shop ice cream. As our sign says, ice cream solves everything. Infuse life and fun into your meetings and events at Vitense Golfland.
America, it's a 24/7 kind of place. And that's where Ford Escape comes in, the ultimate getaway vehicle. With available driver assist technologies like pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, and Bliss with cross-traffic alert to help you get away from it all, even when you're right in the middle of it. You got this with Ford Escape. Choose FlexBuy on Escape and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Don't miss the spectacular September savings at Ashley. Everything is on sale with discounts up to 75% off. Save on sofas, sectionals, bedroom sets, and more. Plus, fast free delivery on in-stock items. All at Ashley.
Well, take a look at this. Falling from the sky, a skydiver demonstrates incredible precision to land on an inflatable unicorn. Jan Zackel managed the fairy tale landing as he was taking part in a skydive festival in Nottingham, England, where several other skydivers were attempting to complete the feat. Skydivers were only allowed to take part in the unusual competition if they had taken more than 200 jumps before this attempt. I think we have one more landing here where he takes out a photographer along the way.
All right, here comes Mark. Yeah, whoop, nope. Yeah, I told you.
You know, we have one of those inflatable unicorns.
There you
Don't ask why. So here comes.
Oh, this one.
This one takes the.
Oh yeah.
Camera. Oh. He's laughing.
At least he's laughing.
Yeah, that's
right.
good.
He's
All
laughing
right.
about it.
That's precision.
That is. That takes a lot more talent, I'm sure, than we think.
Than any of us have.
Yes.
All right. So on and off rain.
Yeah, it's not going to be all that bad of a weekend, but there will be opportunities for rain. The good news, a lot of it is at night, which everyone likes. But still, we will have rain. It'll impact some vents. I'll break all that down, as well as what it looks like next week after the break.
When an inexperienced Whole Foods driver tipped his truck over while pulling off the interstate to take a break, a bus carrying a high school band ran into the overturned semi. The crash killed 5 people and injured dozens of others. 2 of the victims' families hired Habish, and Rotier. The settlements they received totaled over $4.5 million. And the skill expended by the Habish team is head and shoulders above one phone call and a quick settlement. Habish, and Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at gawon'twait.com.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $750 cash allowance on this Silverado. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
You got me. Tag. You're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose. For instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we're going to have rain on and off this weekend, but it's not going to be just a totally washout. There will be some dry periods. This evening, still some showers and thunderstorms spotty in the coverage. There's that line moving through. I think really likely tonight into tomorrow morning is probably the best opportunity to see rainfall, especially as you go further west. We have another chance coming late Saturday night through Sunday. That's a little bit more iffy, and coming especially into Sunday, what's going to be going on. Otherwise, temperatures really mild this weekend. Still could be the warmest day tomorrow, near 80 in some locations. 70s next week, pretty average. We might start to see a little bit of a warm up towards the next weekend, maybe getting back close to 80 if everything works out. For this evening, just some spotty showers. That line should begin to fall apart as it pushes up, but still, I think around basically from 6 to 8 o'clock in Dane County, you're going to see some light rain. Here's some showers redeveloping ahead of that. That'll come through once again for the high school football games. Bring the rain gear, but most will remain dry, but still you might see a shower. It should not last too long. And then as we go through about 10, 11, that's when really the main area out in Iowa begins to approach southwestern Wisconsin. That's when it's going to be more widespread, at least for those areas in Grant, Crawford, and probably Richland County as we go closer to midnight. That begins to lift north, but you see it doesn't take a lot progress eastward. We're going to 132 in the morning. It's still not quite just now over Dane County, but more spotty in nature. More steady light rain will be further west. Then as we go through tomorrow morning, we're looking at more of that coverage begin to break up, but still you'll probably wake up with some rain. Further south you go towards Lake Janesville, Monroe, or even down towards Rockford. I probably won't see much in the way of showers going on tonight through tomorrow morning, mainly cloud cover, but they will keep the temperatures up overnight. And then tomorrow afternoon, showers mainly to the north will be, but you'll start seeing more sunshine to the afternoon hours. That should get us a lot of areas up to close to 80 degrees once again. It was 82 in Janesville. I think we might see that again tomorrow. And then we'll see more activity going on Saturday night into Sunday morning. Overall, big picture, here's the one wave coming across we just mentioned right there. That one's lifting north. Watch the next one for Saturday night, Sunday. That's the one that could be strong to severe out in Iowa. It begins to lift north weekend once again, and then there's another one that comes through late Saturday into Sunday. Question marks on this, how much it'll stay together, but this is for Sunday that we could see another chance for some showers, and it could linger in the afternoon hours. It kind of falls apart, but a lot of questions remain. So once again, Sunday, something you'll need probably the rain gear, but a lot of questions remain on exactly how much rain or the chances that we'll get. Overall, we're looking for rainfall amounts. You can see further west you go, there could be some areas picking up an inch through the Mississippi River area. As you go toward Dane County, maybe a tenth to the quarter. Further south, may not be that much. So once again, it's going to be the haves and have-nots with this. Overall, big picture shows that's kind of what will be expected. For severe weather, some marginal risks farther south, but tomorrow I mentioned that stronger storms out in Iowa. That'll begin to approach, but we shouldn't be dealing with that. So overnight, we're looking at low to mid-60s, quite humid and pretty warm for this time of year. As we look into Dane County, we're looking at around 64, 63 degrees. Then tomorrow, more sunshine to allow many areas to get close to 80. Once again, more sunshine in the afternoon. That'll be the driest period probably of the weekend come of that. And then we go look at Dane County. I think a lot of areas will get close to 80. If not, once again, with the showers mainly in the morning, should be more sun in the afternoon. As we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, once we get past Sunday, it's fairly dry for the extended right now and actually quiet. We're looking at temperatures right around 70 to 73 and maybe a slow warm up towards next weekend, getting back to maybe in the mid-70s. So in all, we just got to get through this weekend. We need the rain. It won't be as much as places out west are going to get, but not that bad.
Not that bad.
No.
All right. Nice and warm tonight for Friday football. That's
yes,
good.
I mean, we're going to be still 63 in the middle. Yeah, that's going to be quite warm. But the good news is the rain, spotty. Platteville game, I know, could be something towards the end or after that could get quite wet.
Okay.
Last hours of summer. Thank you, Greg.
Counting down.
Sometimes the best part of going to the theater is watching what happens after the show.
An audience in Sun Prairie found that out after a production of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella.
Our Brady Mallory shows us what happened next. Brady.
Well, the two lead actors playing Cinderella and her fella went off script to write their next chapter, and they didn't need a fairy godmother to fall under each other's spell.
Hopefully she answers.
Once upon a time, on a dating app, on the phone.
So we met on Bumble.
A guy met a girl
Hello, how are you?
And then they decided they'd never be alone.
We just hit it off.
Okay, enough rhyming. But it kind of fits the fairy tale love story of Gabe Hanna and Ella Clayfish. After 2 years of dating, the two landed the lead parts in the Sun Prairie Civic Theater's production of Cinderella.
Ella is the embodiment of Cinderella. She talks to animals on the regular. She loves nature. She, is the kindest soul that I've ever met.
He does look a lot like Prince Charming, and his personality matches. He really is a kind and loving and genuine person.
After the wedding scene of the final performance, well, life imitated art.
He is my angel.
Instead of a glass slipper, though, Gabe gave Ella a diamond ring.
My heart skipped a beat.
If you watch the video, there's a specific moment where you can see it kind of click that that's exactly what's going on.
I don't take it off.
The video got a lot of attention.
It ended up being a lot bigger than I expected.
Even People magazine picked up the moment the prince popped the question to the queen of his heart.
I thought it was so cute and funny. I turned to him and I said, honey, look, it's your first People article.
Beyond the video, the couple says they'll build their happily ever after on their shared interests, like acting, and the fact that they just click.
We are over the moon about being, planning our wedding, planning, our lives together.
Life isn't always a fairy tale. In fact, it can be quite tragic. So let this Cinderella and her prince remind you, real life certainly has its own bit of magic.
Just being able to share good news and share enjoyment that's the whole reason why we're happy that it blew up as big as it did.
People are looking for that little bit of magic that kind of goes away as we get older and mature, and we lose that innocence. And I think a lot of people regained that feeling when they saw that video.
And
well
the couple,
said.
Yeah, the couple is planning to say bibbidi bobbidi I do next summer. That's the Disney version, but I had to take it.
Was he worried at all that she wouldn't say yes?
I asked him about that, and he said they'd kind of been talking about it. So he had a pretty good feeling she'd say yes, but to put yourself out there in such a public way.
Yeah.
But it all worked out.
A fairy tale ending.
Uh-huh.
Brady, thank you. Great story.
Yeah, it's great.
Coming up next year on Live at 4, a trio of travelers took over an unstaffed hotel.
And then coming up next hour at 5, Madison School District, is still having some busing problems. Our Braden Ross heard from a parent who saw their child in the back seat of a car they had never seen before. We'll have that story coming up at 5.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Feldco will be here for your home renewal needs. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free, plus no interest until 2025. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Steinhoffels is your sleep solution destination. Right now, you can get a Queen Beauty Rest mattress for only $3.99, or upgrade to the luxury and comfort of a Beauty Rest Black Hybrid and pay just $51 per month when you use our 72-month financing. Plus, you'll get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. Isn't it time you got a great night's sleep? Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
After surviving breast cancer, I felt this calling to help other women heal. I thought, why not build a respite house? I wasn't sure it was going to work financially speaking for my family, but with the guidance of Thrivent, I really felt like we were going to figure it out. Taking the leap to start my nonprofit has been the most rewarding thing I've done in my life.
Why choose between a longer life or quality of life? You deserve both.
And with Kisqali, a treatment for people with metastatic breast cancer, you can have both. Kisqali is a pill that, when taken with an aromatase inhibitor, is the only treatment of its kind shown to both help people live longer and improve or preserve quality of life. Because you shouldn't have to sacrifice one for the other. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Live longer and live well. Ask about Kisqali, and long live you.
New at 5, thousands of fans are pouring into Brooklyn, Wisconsin as Luke Bryan takes the stage tonight. News 3 Now is on the ground, capturing all the electrifying excitement.
There'll be chances for showers this weekend, but it shouldn't be a total washout, with areas northwest of Madison favored for more rain. Temperatures will turn a little cooler for next week. At 5, I'll time out when we can expect some rain.
And ahead at 6, a parent is demanding accountability from Madison Metropolitan School District. How they feel the school dropped the ball with the busing problems. That's tonight at 6.
Oh boy. Give me the weather satellite a spin. We end up in Virginia Beach. It's obviously rainy. There's a big tropical storm that's going to move up the East Coast this weekend, cause a lot of problems. 71 degrees, so it's warm, but yeah, don't head out east. When guests at a certain Nashville hotel called the front desk recently, they got fellow guests manning the phones.
Jeannie Mose reports on a trio of travelers who temporarily stepped in to run a deserted hotel.
What's a guest to do when you want to check in at the inn, but everybody's out?
So we were, saying hello, good morning, anybody there?
A merry trio of 3 best friends.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Tried to check into rooms reserved at the Nashville airport La Quinta Inn at 5 a.m.
Good morning.
They ended up manning the phones and dealing with irate guests.
We have this lady in the lobby screaming about the fact that her card was charged $600.
Since all 3 work in the service industry, dealing with guests came naturally.
And we're like, oh, we're so sorry,
We're apologizing and we don't even work there. Oh, God, not the phone again.
Kenzie Brooks found the general manager's phone number and called, but the GM said she was at a convention in California. By 6 a.m., it was time for breakfast, so they served it.
Everybody was filling up in the lobby saying, where's the food?
I found the keys and opened the kitchen. Oh, the cereal bar. They would love that.
So breakfast went pretty well, right?
Oh, very well. Yeah, they were very happy.
A regular employee arrived around 8 a.m., but before he could check them in...
He is going to have the audacity to say, okay, well, it's going to be a $25 resort fee.
Finally, the manager of a nearby Holiday Inn showed up, thanked the exhausted trio, and gave them a room. They opened the door.
And there's a naked woman inside.
The parent company, Wyndham Resorts, told CNN this incident occurred due to a staff member prematurely leaving an overnight shift, not notifying management. The employee was fired. To thank the 3, they were given several nights free stay at the Wyndham Resort of their choice. They choose Las Vegas, where maybe they can call the front desk rather than take calls from in front of it. Jeannie Mose, CNN. Did anyone tip you?
No.
New York.
They are best friends.
Way to seize the day.
Absolutely.
That could happen here.
What would you do?
Show up and go on the air if we're not around.
Take it away, kids.
Take it away.
Well, music bringing people together, that's the topic of a new movie now playing.
We'll have a preview of Flora and Son when Live at 4 continues.
Did you get hit with big energy bills this summer? You aren't alone, and we want to help. Because if your house was hot this summer, it's going to be cold this winter, and heating and cooling is by far the biggest energy user in your home. That's why our foam insulation is such a great investment. Our best offer of the year just ended August 31st. But to help you get ready for winter, we're going to extend it until September 22nd. When we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
Family is just very important.
She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy been treated in my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous, non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
They said millions would lose their jobs and the economy would collapse. But this president refused to let that happen. Instead, he got to work, fixing supply chains, fighting corporate greed, passing laws to lower the cost of medicine, cut utility bills, and make us more energy independent. Today, inflation is down, unemployment the lowest in decades. There's more to do, but President Biden is getting results that matter.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Well, the filmmaker behind such movies as Once, Begin Again, and Sing Street is back with another story of music bringing people together.
David Daniel has a look at the new movie Flora and Son.
One more offense and you'll be behind bars. Flora, you're his mother. Find him something to do.
Eve Hewson stars in Flora and Son as a single mother struggling to connect with her boy.
Happy birthday.
What's that?
It's yours.
Don't want to play. Since when am I a guitarist?
I can't go on like this, living in a shoebox with a kid who hates me.
Things start to turn around when she takes up the guitar herself and tunes in to her son's own musical mindset.
Was that yours? How did you make that? It sounded epic.
Come on, girl. Let's get in trouble. Shaking not stir to James Bond from Dublin.
I thought it would be interesting to sort of take the musical form, but to try and sort of see if I could tell a kitchen sink family drama with songs in the same way, but get to a sort of a different, like a platonic love, as opposed to a, you know, romantic love.
Flora also connects with a guitar teacher played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
What's your problem?
I didn't know I had a problem.
You're teaching guitar online, love.
Filmmaker John Carney says Hewson got to the heart of a true Dublin character.
She's a Dubliner, and she gets the city, and she gets the characters that we all meet in Dublin. There's something weird and wonderful about Dubliners.
Playing the guitar, it's so sexy.
Okay.
Is that why you took it up?
Let's focus on you.
Are you coming on to me?
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
If Flora and Son are Eve Hewson seems familiar. You may have seen her in Bridges of Spies or Bad Sisters, or it could be because she's the daughter of Paul Hewson, a.k.a. U2's Bono.
Oh, wow. That's his real name?
Apparently.
I never knew that.
I didn't either. The more you know. We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started and then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask about our $69 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
I suffer with psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis. I was on a journey for a really long time to find some relief. Cosentyx works for me.
Cosentyx helps real people get real relief from the symptoms of psoriatic arthritis or psoriasis, serious allergic reactions, severe skin reactions that look like eczema, and an increased risk of infections, some fatal, have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
I move so much better because of Cosentyx.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Wisconsinites elected Justice Janet Protasewicz to protect our democracy. Now some extremist Republicans are threatening to unconstitutionally impeach her before she even rules on a case. To overturn an election Wisconsinites already decided, instead of fixing issues voters care about. Radical Republicans want to overturn elections and ignore what really matters. Tell your state legislator to respect Wisconsin voters and oppose this unconstitutional impeachment.
New at 5, we are live from the heart of Brooklyn, Wisconsin. Thousands of fans are pouring in as Luke Bryan takes the stage tonight. Our Captain Merck is on the ground, capturing all of the electrifying excitement that's coming up next.
It all comes down to the final drive. News 3 Now brings you the big play highlights and scores from Southern Wisconsin high school football action. Don't miss the final drive, Fridays on News 3 Now at 10.
All right, hold on, Greg. Before you say anything, unfortunately, we have to say so long to you.
Yes. We're not firing you. You're leaving us. This is your last day with us here at News.
But you're staying within the company.
Staying with the company, going north.
You're going to La Crosse.
Yes.
Going to be the chief meteorologist.
That is the plan.
Looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
La Crosse is famous for those giant beer can things.
Yes.
I think we have a shot at that. See, they just redid them.
They're redoing it because Old Style's coming back to rebrew that area.
So to give you a little send-off, here comes our beer lady.
Our beer lady. Hi, beer lady. Hi.
Do you remember us by?
Oh, my Lord. Old Style.
Tall boys.
Just for you.
And they're cold?
They're cold.
They're very cold.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to miss you around here, but
we really are.
You know, the way things operate, you might be
I
on
won't
a
be
shore
that far
or something.
away. I won't be that far away to, I'll may come down. You never know what happens.
So it's been a little over a year you've been here?
A little over a year, yeah. I started July, end of July, and then was on air probably about September timeframe.
Well, it's been a joy to work with you, and our loss is La Crosse's gain, that's for sure.
You're there just in time for Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest, exactly.
Well done.
So good.
Thank you for the delivery.
I'm here. Your beer lady's here for you anytime. All right.
All right.
Thank
Good
you
luck,
very
Greg.
much.
Here you go. We'll be right back with the News Hounds. Stay with us.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor if Entresto is right for you.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Check out our lighting showroom and update your home with a new look. Patriot Lighting is available in so many unique styles and finishes, you're sure to find a look that's right for you. With more than 300 stock lights priced under $100. Pick up this Sage Indoor Wall Light for $19.97 after 11% rebate. Visit our lighting showroom or check out all our lighting options on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
Daddy teaches you can be anything in this world that you want to be, right? Don't Daddy teach you that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're black or white or any color.
See, this is how children think right here. Critical race theory wants to end that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the Afro-American people.
Not with my children. It's not gonna happen.
You can make friends.
Yeah, you can make friends, no matter what color they are. So we need to stop CRT. Period. Point blank. Children do not see skin color, man. They love everybody. If they're good people, they love them.
The truth wins if we're all brave enough to tell it.
Well, it is the last day of summer. The dog days are over.
But our dog correspondents are as busy as ever. Here's Louie and Oliver with this week's edition of the News Hounds.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, wieners on the loose,
Otter relief,
and a black and white edition.
But first, the Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium is welcoming its newest baby, a female muskox calf. Her mom, 8-year-old Charlotte, is very attentive, and zookeepers say she is a wonderful mother. Musk oxen is an ancient species, having grazed the tundra of Greenland, Alaska, and northern Canada for thousands of years. Their numbers were significantly reduced from hunting by the earliest 20th century, but conservation efforts helped their recovery. There are now about 80,000 muskox in the wild, but none as cute as this little one.
Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago is excited to welcome a new black and white edition this summer. 16-year-old gravy zebra Adia gave birth to a healthy, strong female foal on August 21st. Both Adia and the newborn have been doing well and continue to be closely monitored by expert animal care and veterinary staff. The foal is Adia's 5th offspring and 3rd with sire Wester. This birth is particularly notable as gravy zebras are endangered, with fewer than 2,000 of the species in the wild due to habitat loss and hunting.
Dashing Dachshunds competed for top dog at the annual Running of the Wiener Dogs in Cincinnati, Ohio. Part of the city's Oktoberfest festivities, this year's race attracted 100 purebred and mixed breed competitors adorned in hot dog costumes. The Wieners wiggled down the race route in several heats, cheered on by an enthusiastic crowd. A 3-year-old adopted Doxie named Ruby took this year's title, winning a year's supply of dog food.
And finally, an adorable river otter pup that was rescued back in May recently cooled down on a hot day at a Maryland zoo by frolicking in a sprinkler. The little one could be seen playing with and chewing on the sprinkler before swimming in a tub of water. Boy, she loves that sprinkler. The orphaned otter was only 40 days old when she was rescued by state park rangers. Since her rescue, the zoo has been providing frequent updates on the otter's recovery. She has tripled in size since arriving at the zoo.
And that's this week's edition of the News Hounds Now Update.
I don't know what the otter's thinking with this thing.
It's fun.
It's fun. All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday. News 3 Now at 5 starts right